resident retention program. I started to notice, though, after a couple of years, that I was developing what I termed boomerang residents. These residents have lived in our community before, and then they moved out for whatever reason, but then they came back and they wanted to move back into our community here at Windsor Park. And many times I would ask, what brings you back to us? Or I would say, hey, I'm so thrilled that you're back again. Are you looking for an apartment again with us? And the majority of the reasons for them coming back were, number one, they loved our community and the quality of service that they received. Number two, the place that they lived at, that they moved out to, just wasn't the same. Even though the rent was cheaper, management or maintenance just didn't seem to act like they personally cared about them. And occasionally I got the personal compliment of, you made my living experience here so good, I didn't even want to look anywhere else. I just wanted to come back here, and I've told so many people about you. I would rather come back and live here where I know I would be taken care of. And so often anymore, residents are wanting quality. They're willing to pay a little bit more in rent for better quality. And it's not just the quality of the community or the apartment itself, it's the quality of the customer service that they receive. And here are a few of my own personal statistics that I pulled up to show how much I care about putting quality into my customer service to each and every resident and prospective resident. In my years at Milestone, I have had approximately 20 Boomerang residents. I've had over 60 resident referrals, and I've had 7 residents who referred family members to move in, many of whom are still residents here at our property today. Also, there are 3 nearby businesses that have 3 or more employees that live here who are all coworkers. And I cannot count the number of times that I've answered the phone and someone says, hey Rachel, I work with John Smith and he told me to ask for you. And I'm looking for a new apartment. So is there anything that you can do for me? And I'm always more than happy to help them, because that gives the resident a referral, which is $200 off of their rent. And it also brings in a new resident to us. It makes you feel good to know that your residents are talking about not just your community, but you as a leasing professional. And they're sending people to you because they know through their own experiences that you genuinely care about making their living experience the best one that you can. And always, always remember that positivity and trust that you have developed with that resident can never be taken for granted. One last thing about loyal residents comes from our Satisfact survey program. I tell every resident about it when they move in so that they can always complete the survey when it comes to them after their move-in, after a completed service request, and before they renew. It integrates into apartment ratings, so then they can leave positive feedback and other prospective residents can then see it. And we all know that for a long time, the only people that ever submitted messages on apartment ratings were usually angry residents who had had some kind of negative experience, or maybe they didn't get what they wanted, or they only told their side of the story and we weren't able to communicate back to them. Now, with the Satisfact program, a verified resident submits a survey and they can voice their positive experience for others to see, and it boosts your ratings. So prospective residents can actually read the good things that your residents are experiencing about your community and not just tons of negative things. And it's also great because we can respond now to those residents and make sure that if there's anything else we can do for them, that we take care of it immediately or in a timely manner. And all of this has tremendously helped our community to retain residents and bring in new ones who are comfortable and excited to be a part of our community. They have heard through either a Boomerang resident or a new resident that, number one, they will be taken care of. Number two, our staff is one that they can trust. And number 3, that they will enjoy their living experience here and that they know that they are going to get the most quality customer service that we can possibly give them.